Coming up next on Look Today, a lawsuit against the city of Saratoga Springs is still under investigation. Hear what one of the commissioners has to say about it. Plus, Mayor Joanne Yepsen and 6 other organizations are raising awareness regarding retired racehorses. And we continue to look at high school sports as we head to Corinth's football practice. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and here's a look at what's making news today in Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. Well, in our lead story, 2 lawsuits against the city of Saratoga Springs are still under investigation despite recent suggestions that they've been put on hold. Well, former Mayor Raymond Watkin and former Public Works Commissioner Tom McTighe sued the City Council and other former members, alleging that the sale of the Collimer lot was made without receiving the full value of that Broadway space. The suit also states that Public Safety Commissioner Kristen Matteson created a fraudulent RFP to limit the qualified bidders of the Algonquin building. Now, here's part of what Commissioner Matteson responded to those allegations.
I seriously doubt that the Assistant Attorney General has leaked any information to my primary opponent. It is best for all that a thorough investigation take place in a timely manner, and that until its conclusion, all parties refrain from insinuating that misconduct has taken place.
It's important to note that McTighe is running against Commissioner Matteson in the November election. The lawsuit was filed after the city was going to sell the Collimer lot and Algonquin building for $775,000 last year and buy a 14.5-acre lot to build a firehouse and EMS station. The land swap was to occur between the city and Ben and Joel Arnson, who owned the 14.5 acres and also managed the Algonquin building. This issue led to Attorney General Eric Schneiderman and State Controller Tom DiNapoli to launch an investigation into possible misconduct. If you missed the meeting, we will air it multiple times this week in its entirety, unedited, exclusively on Look TV. So check your local listings for those air times. Well, now changing from news to weather. It was another sunny and humid day for most of the region. However, we could see some showers pop up overnight. So how's the weekend shaping up? Well, for the latest, we're going to head to our Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Saratoga Springs Mayor Joanne Yepsen held a press conference with members of various organizations to announce the city's plan to join Racehorse Aftercare Charities of Saratoga. Mayor Yepsen, along with members of 6 different organizations, gathered at the National Museum of Racing to announce the coalition and discuss their goals. The coalition wants to raise awareness to the various options owners have for horses when their racing career is over. One way horses can be utilized is for therapy. And that's exactly what Saratoga Warhorse does for veterans coming home with post-traumatic stress disorder. Executive Director Catherine Pelham discusses this with Look Today.
It makes all the difference in the world to the veteran. They're both warriors of a sort. They've both been through very dramatic and traumatic experiences together, and there's a bond that forms when we put them just for a short time even.
This is a very interesting initiative. Mayor Yepsen, by the way, declared August Racehorse Aftercare Month and encouraged mayors in other cities with racetracks to start an effort to protect horses as well. Well, the group will be holding a 5K run for the horses event on September 4th. Mayor Yepsen will be on later in the broadcast to talk about the coalition's goals further. In sports, well, our cameras captured the practice of the Corinth Tomahawks. Head coach Chris Duty had his team running various drills as the team looks to improve on last season. The Tomahawks will want to reach top speed quickly as they open the season at home against Lake George Hadley Luzerne. Now the two sides compete for the War Canoe Trophy. We caught up with Coach Duty and asked him about prepping for the game.
It's awesome having a rivalry game, week one. You already hear the community talking about it a little bit. It gives us a little more pep during these dog days of the preseason.
A lot of spirit with that team. Our play-by-play season, by the way, opens at Corinth High School on September 4th. We will broadcast the Battle for the War Canoe starting Sunday, September 6th at 8:30, only on Look TV. Still to come, Saratoga Springs Mayor Joanne Yepsen is here for a look at Saratoga. Plus, the annual Malta 5K is right around the corner, pun intended. Here to tell us about it, our race director, Paul Loomis, and Director of Human Resources for Global Foundries, Emily Riley. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.